Hey, it's North, and time for the next build video. So, I've already gone over everything with the hinge body, like I showed you guys before. You know, I haven't had time in the last month to do anything else with this thing, with the meat and just with personal stuff and life, you know. So, I've got everything set up, and I met with Kevin Martin at the March Madness meet. He finished the bed, and here it is. All aluminum, welded, heavy. It's gonna, I mean, you see, you put rails on the underside of it that match the chassis rails, and it will sit right on top, like so. I'm probably going to notch out the chassis and maybe just poke through some ball bearings for it to roll on. I don't know yet. I haven't really worked on that yet. But now that it's on, I have to figure out how do I get my back and forth motion, you know, my tilt, all that stuff. It's got a good fit. You see the headache rack comes right above, you know, the stack is the tallest part the way it should be. So I went on this website called servocity.com. They have these continuous rotation servos. It's a high-tech robot servo HSR 1425CR. I guess the CR is continuous rotation. But I also got this coupling. It's a 3/8 bore coupling, and as you see, it clamps. So I'm going to take some 3/8 all thread, and we'll put it in here, clamp it. Obviously, the servo spins one way, it'll push the bed out. It spins the other way, it'll suck the bed in. But working that out is the hard part. I have to get this centered, and I also got these 3/8 inner bore pillow blocks. They're just bearings and a piece of aluminum. They've got the mounts, so I can screw right to a cross member. I'll put a cross member to front and the back of the bed. So we've got what the all thread will ride in. We've got what will spin the all thread. I'll just put a lock nut on this end to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm going to take this, put some threaded inserts in it. This is what will ride on the all thread and move the bed. I am also working out maybe using another one and putting it this way and somehow just clamping them together, you know, running it two little 90-degree angles and bolting them together like this, because then on this part I'm going to take these just generic Futaba servo mounts, mount them to the sides, one on each side, so I'll have two servos, so tilt won't be a problem. So my tilt and my rolling will all be one mechanism. It'll go with the bed, come back with the bed, everything will be clean and neat and underneath. It sounds easy. Now I gotta get to measuring everything, things cut. I get the all thread, and hopefully you can make this work. I really like the idea I came up with of putting the tilt servos on the body that's going back and forth. I think that'll work out good. It'll be clean looking. I like it. I'm really excited about getting started on that. Also, Kevin Martin hooked me up with this. It is a high-tech, what is it? High-tech Eclipse 7. It's old school, it's not 2.4, but I just need the channels. I don't need it to be fancy. And it's an airplane radio, but who runs their airplanes on channels anymore? Everything's 2.4. So shouldn't have a problem with interference or interfering with anybody else's stuff. I've got 7 channels. I think some of them need to be rewired because I've got a lot of on, off. And what I need is something that'll be self-centering, that I can do left and right. So one will like winch in, winch out, but it centers when I let go of it. One will be bed back, bed forward, and when I let go it centers, and then, you know, so on and so forth. And one for the tilt, do another one for a front winch. I think it'll look good. And then just I can have some off and on for the for lights. I want to put a working light bar on the headache rack. I know that these things, with as far as the spring pressures can be, I can, you know, maybe this can work, the bed and the bed winch, you know, something of that sort. And this could just be back and forth and left and right. I've got a 5 or 6 channel receiver that Kevin also sold me with this. Hopefully that's enough channels, we'll see. So I've also got to still get the transmission in this, and because of all the weight of this, running a normal suspension in the back here is not going to work. I need something that won't squat. So I'm thinking of, if you can picture it, I'm having dual axles in the back. I need a piece that'll maybe go from axle to axle and then up to the chassis to a main hinge point. So you can get positive and negative axes, but separate left and right. So if, say, this axle gets pushed up, it automatically pushes this axle down and can do the opposite there. So I have articulation, but I don't have squat. And maybe to control this action, put a shock on each end of that. But as far as weight goes, I could stand on the back of it, and I can't stand on the back of it, but I could put as much weight as I need to on the back of this, and I won't worry about it riding like this. It'll also take care of torque twist because it's going to be shaft driven, and I think it would look kind of goofy if every time you hit the gas it does this. So this is how far I've gotten with it, and I plan on in the next month getting a lot further with it and having something to actually show you guys. I still have to get axles, you know, wheels, tires. I've got the Summit Trans. Ryan Catlin's talked to me about an 18-volt DeWalt motor. We'll see. If not, maybe the dual 14.4s. I want to have a lot of torque. I want to actually be able to pull. I want to, when I'm done with this, to hook it up to a car in front of my house and pull it down the street, like a one-to-one real car, and I want to pull it with this thing. If I can do that, I think I've succeeded. So I've been going on and on and on about the sandrail I ordered and how excited I am and the parts I've gotten for it, and I got a special theme set up for it, which is going to be a surprise. I'm sure I've mentioned it, but I really, you know, I'm going to do probably a weekly thing with that so I can get it done and over. But I have some other things that are lining up already that you know, you guys want me to do more videos on, you tell me. But I just got, you know, I made my Winnebago. Well, I had an extra Winnebago that I bought, and this guy had these things called Mark's Bruisers. They're old 60s toy. I didn't know it was so big when I was getting it, but I'm thinking of doing a working wrecker body on this. Doing it up with some custom, you know, do the glass myself. As you can see, I can wire in the beacon. Maybe I can even make it strobe. Maybe do an underreach style body that folds up. I don't know. I've seen some stuff on YouTube that's pretty interesting. And it would be the same thing. It would be the screw-driven stuff. And I don't know. Maybe I'll just do an old, like a Holmes body, simple, simplistic wrecker. You know, it's not in perfect shape, but it's not horrible shape either. I'll be able to do something with it and work with it. You know, maybe we can, after I do the rollback and after I do the sandrail, maybe this is what's next in line. I really don't know yet. But this, I bought this all, or traded this with that guy. I'm sure a lot of you know him. His name is Altered RC Andrew, or Andrew Altered RC. He's from Tennessee. He's really happy with the winning. He said it was a little smaller than he thought it was going to be. And I told him this was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. But I think that would be cool. If you guys want to see another video with this when I get this underway, let me know. I've already got stuff spinning around in my head for it. So maybe, you know, something will happen. I worked out a deal with Mr. Kevin Rothenberger, who found me one of these at a flea market that I've been looking for a long time. A Tonka ambulance. The interior, everything. I don't think it's going to stay an ambulance, But you can see it's got the interior, you can see it from the top. She's a little banged up, but it's old, you know. It's got the one door missing. I really don't care about that. I think this is going to be like some sort of beater, basher, like maybe some kind of 60s leftover van that somebody turned into an off-road vehicle and beat the hell out of, and that's how it stays, you know. I don't know, maybe a paint job. Maybe I add a couple of dents here and there for character. I don't know yet. But if you guys would want to see a video of this one too, I've got 5 other projects before these 2 that I've named, or even the one that I'm doing now, that aren't finished. I've got tons and tons of crap, and it seems like of you guys that are watching this, you're enjoying it, like you're liking it. So hey, if you want to see more of them, I don't have any right now because I've given them all away. But like with always with these videos, I'm going to do a giveaway of a cow RC work mat with the InbtyXT3 logo at the top of it. You guys have seen it in the other videos. Alright, so thanks for watching. I have some stuff I need to do with this mod-wise, and I have no idea how to do it. I'm no good with that sort of thing. With open up controllers and rewiring things, I've tried it in the past. It does not work. Does anybody know anyone that's good at it or is good at it that maybe wants to help me out? You know, maybe give me, I'm not asking for nothing for free, but maybe give me a good deal, help me. I can understands what I'm going for, that what I want to do, and if it's even possible. So please like it. Let's throw a comment on there. If you got any questions, if you got any ideas yourself, any comments, let me know. Thank you.